Hey, how you doing? Austin here. I want to talk to you about Dogecoin, and I want to give you a very interesting scenario that I see playing out. It has to do with a key inflationary report that has just come out that has impacted the overall market, has been impacting the overall market, the anticipation of this report. We're going to look at it and specifically dissect a few things in the report that are very relevant, and we're going to bring it back to why it's relevant to Dogecoin. And we're also going to compare and contrast Dogecoin to Bitcoin. We're going to look at the trading view charts, and I'm going to spoil the surprise. They look a little bit eerily, there's your word of the day, similar. Okay, so we're going to look at that. Also, we're going to talk about the fact that right here, right now, this is when whales are buying. Whales are buying when the market is down. People are buying, buying the dips and all that kind of stuff. I want to give you a story. I had a Patreon member. He contacted me and basically said he had about $5,000 in Doge, and then he was upside down. Should he sell? And I said, well, first and foremost, this is not investment advice, but if it was me, I would not be selling. I'm upside down in my Dogecoin investment right now. Personally, I am, and I'm okay with that because I firmly believe that we're going to get back to and hit all-time highs and go forward from there, 73 cents and beyond. And my point of telling you that story is not, it's really to illustrate the fact that right now is not when you sell. Unless unless you have to have that money and you just absolutely need it, it's not when you sell. You've got, you got in, and when you sell is when you take the loss, right? That's what I'm saying. And so my point is, it's one of those things where I see this time and time again, a 30-year stock investor, and I bring all that knowledge and that, that how I look at it to cryptos as well. And so this is not when the whales are selling. The whales do not sell at the bottom of a market. They sell at the height of a market. They are buying right now. There's a tremendous amount of data that shows that whales are buying up darn near everything they see. They're buying Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon, Bitcoin, Ethereum, SHIB. They're buying a lot of it, okay? So that's my point. I really wanted to really bring that home. So with all that said, let's go take a look at this inflationary data. Let's look at Doge versus Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff and just have an overall discussion related to Doge. Here we go. Before I get to that, I want to let you know that I've got my Patreon membership over here. You guys know I pretty much talk about this in every video. And here's why I talk about it. I talk about it because I genuinely want to help as many people as I can. And so this is a scenario where if you want a little bit more access to me, you want to be able to direct message me, you can, as well as you see and get access to my portfolio. You see what I'm buying, what I'm holding. You also get access to brand new crypto, hot cryptos, things that are trending, things that may be coming out soon. I give you kind of a sneak peek before that, and you get basically early access to that content. Also have a Discord over there where we support each other. I've got members over the Discord that drop crypto advice as well, and hot cryptos. There's some really cool people over there that do that. So if that's something that you think might interest you, you can go and you can check it out. You can join for a month if you want. You can cancel. It's up to you. But I want to let you know that. Okay. So with that said, right here, right now, Bitcoin down. Overall market down. We've talked about this at length in various videos. Again, this is specifically a Dogecoin video, right? It's a Dogecoin update video, but you need to understand that the reason Dogecoin continues to roll down is really two things. Number one, there's not a lot of catalysts around it right now. Those are coming back. They will. They will come back. And Dogecoin is absolutely beyond a shadow of a doubt. Hear me, please. Hear me, hear me, hear me. It is moved by catalysts, specifically Dogecoin catalysts, Elon, any others, things like that. Any news about the, tech-related, changes to it, things like that. But it's also moved by the overall market. It is, I've said this in many, many Dogecoin videos, it is tied and pinned to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's one of the three biggies that are out there. When the media talks about it, it's talked about in that capacity. It moves with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It does, okay? You want proof of that? Here's the Dogecoin chart. You can see I've kind of green highlighted. See how the green line moving up, down, up, down. This is Bitcoin for the exact same time period. Up, down, down. Same exact trend. I couldn't have drawn it any better. If you want to look at this as well, it's right here. So look at the last 7 days. Look at this Bitcoin chart right here over on the right. Look at the Bitcoin chart. Look at the Dogecoin chart. Not as dramatic of an uptick and then down, but you can see a little up. Let's see my mouse. A little up, little move down. Right there. Same, very similar. Oh, by the way, you can see the similar chart playing out in Bitcoin, Cardano, XRP, Polkadot, Uniswap, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin a little bit, but a little bit more volatility there. Solana, look at Polygon right there a little bit. Stellar, Ethereum Classic. It just, Filecoin, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Okay. My point to you is this is not a Dogecoin problem. Austin, should I be selling, getting the heck out of Doge? Is Doge going to be heading into the basement? Ultimately, your call. Okay. I'm not selling my Dogecoin. I'm going to be adding to my levels. I mean, guys, we're at 19 cents. We have crossed. Dogecoin just crossed into 19-cent territory. We have. And I believe that Doge is going to come back. I believe that Doge will reach its all-time high, about 70 cents or so, give or take, wherever it's at in there somewhere. But you get my point. It will reach its all-time high. It will get back. I firmly believe that. It has catalysts out there for it. It has the Doge army behind it. It is still there. It is still going to happen. Now, let's flip and let's look at this direct corollary of inflation and how it's impacting Bitcoin, how it's impacting Doge. You have to sometimes, excuse me, sometimes you have to look beyond the crypto market and look at the overall market condition. Look at individuals and the fact that inflation is making it harder for people to buy gas. Inflation is making it harder for people to pay for groceries, those kind of things. The hard goods, the things that we need day in and day out. If you have a hard time paying for gas, or you have a hard time paying for groceries, or just because the costs are rising, which they are, I'm going to show you in this report, it has a direct impact on the stock market, the financial markets, the crypto market. It does. Okay. So you need to understand that there's always more to just crypto. There are outside factors impacting it. So the CPI report has come out today. Inflation has rocketed to a 13-year high. This is not all bad news. Okay. So this is not all doom and gloom. So let's continue to look at this. Okay. So what you've got here is prices in the yellow. Prices keep rising in the United States, putting a squeeze on American consumers' wallet. The trend got worse in June. Again, it gets better. I'm going to show you in a minute, but it gets worse before it gets better. Okay, so the CPI, this is the nation's key inflation measure, jumped 0.9 in June, the largest 1 month increase in 13 years. Over the last 12 months, prices were up 5.4%, the biggest jump in annual inflation in nearly 13 years. Much of the rise in prices is due to gasoline prices. Gasoline has gone up, okay? So because we didn't travel last year because of the pandemic, that's now coming back. Demand has gone up. Gas prices rose 45% compared to a year earlier. 45% gas prices have rose. Food prices are up 2.4% in the last 12 months, but prices for dining out rose 4.2 as well. So food's up 2.4, and just to go buy groceries at the grocery store is up 4.2. A lot of this is directly related to labor. It's harder for companies to find the labor, the restaurants and things like that to find the people to work there. So they're having to pay higher wages, which is resulting in higher prices. Okay. So the core CPI again rose 0.9 in June and 4.5 over the last 12 months, representing the biggest 12-month increase in that closely watched measure in 30 years. Okay, here is where it gets better. Okay, although prolonged inflation can be a cause for concern, there's reason to believe that this recent rise in prices, although pronounced, will be temporary. Okay, inflation is soaring in part because prices are returning to normal levels after the economy fell into recession. That makes a year-over-year comparison seem electric, show up as big increases. So the net here is that, yes, the CPI data came out. Yes, inflation rose. Yes, it has impacted crypto. Yes, it is not that great of news. But also, frankly, we were not expecting it to be that good of news. Okay? Also, what I want you to walk away from in this report is that it is a temporary situation. It is a situation because we are basically getting back to normal. We should start to see it kind of change. Okay, so let's bring this back to Doge. I think that Doge will continue to be, I think of it as an ocean. And in the ocean, and most of the water in the ocean is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's call it that. That's the water. Wherever Bitcoin and Ethereum go, if we're in rough waters, which we are right now, I equate rough waters to the overall market conditions, then the cryptos will be bounced around accordingly. Okay? Bounced up, bounced down, things of that nature. I think Bitcoin will continue possibly to go down in the short term, but I think it will come again, rally and will come back. Doge will rally and come back with it. Not anytime soon. There's no major catalyst out there, guys, for Dogecoin. Flame me if you want, but that's the truth. And I'm going to always shoot straight with you. I'm always going to tell you the good and the bad, okay? But this inflation report is a direct relationship with what you're seeing going on. It is a reason that the overall market feels so blah right now and has, technical term, blah, B-L-E-H, blah, okay? Say it really fast. That's what's going on here, guys, okay? It's hitting everything. This is now an opportunity to go shopping. I'm going to bring it back to the whales. The whales don't sell now. They buy now. This is when they buy, okay? Anyway, again, I wanted to make this Doge video for you guys. Basically, keep your chin up. Don't sell. I'm not selling. Not investment advice. Do what's right for you. But I'm not going to sell and take a loss. I can tell you that. No way in heck I'm going to do that. So I'm holding, and I will most likely continue to add to my levels in Doge, as well as some of these other ones, these other ones that I really, really love. See you later. Take it easy. Thank you again, truly, for your support of my channel. See you.